My name's Jonathan Wyner. I started life as a musician. Over the course of the last X number of decades, I've had an opportunity to work as a mastering engineer and an owner of a multi-room mastering facility. Started mastering records in 1985. Before that, I was mixing and producing and engineering records. I still do some of that as well. Director of Education for Isotope, which is a manufacturer of tools to help people in audio post and music production and other sort of related disciplines. We make noise reduction tools and restoration tools and tools to help people with capture and mixing and mastering as well. And I also am a professor of music production and engineering at Berklee College of Music. So the things that one benefits from by being in AES are networking opportunities, the chance to talk to other people, learn from other people. I mean, those are the two, really the two. I guess there's a third piece of that also, which is we have a large and deep library of all of the papers that have been published. We're recording all the videos at the conventions. So you get access to those resources. But anybody who's interested in audio, whether it's from the sort of developer side and thinking about developing tools or being in post, we just had a car audio conference and a headphone conference this year, and an AR/VR conference is coming up. We're doing our second one with Microsoft next year. We're doing a worship audio conference, an audio education conference. You know, it's a big, big, big tent. And we have members all over the world. Obviously, we have some centers that are traditionally stronger than others, but there's a big community popping up in China, in different cities there. Quite a few members in a few countries in South America. We have a Latin American conference. We have a conference in Mexico every year. The New York conference. We have something at NAMM in California coming up next month. Vienna, we have a European convention every year. So we try to be accessible, and hopefully as time goes on, we'll be more accessible also online.
Yeah, one thing I noticed about AES, because I have myself been in NAMM before, is you kind of mentioned it before, like the breakout sessions and the different demographics of people that you speak in those. And I noticed some like the hip hop sessions, or like there was a quad studio session, yeah. And just the information of and relatability. I think that they brought. It was just a conversation. People, these were people in the industry saying, "Hey, listen, it's not a science. I'm doing this. It's not. There's not necessarily a right way to get in, but there is like a right process that you should follow to do it. And you have the tools here, right in this room." Ask us questions, be involved, network. And that was just cool. I think that, people always say like it's in who you know. And really with this industry, it is, but it's kind of in how it's in your hands, how you network, how you put yourself out there. Like you said earlier, that you kind of just have to try to show up. That's the first thing.
And, I've had mentors along the way. But not everybody's going to be willing to share, but you will find people along the way who are incredibly generous with their time and their knowledge, and who love talking about what they're doing. And the great thing about going to the conventions is that's the place that they're going to be, that's what they're there for. So, I mean, I've gotten to know people like Andrew Sheps or Tony Maserati or, Tom Bates, who was a dear friend and a mentor for me, through showing up either at local events or at some of the national events.